Hello and welcome to your Niagara News Update for Friday, November the 18th, brought to you by bulletnewsniagara.ca and ikfadtv.com. I'm Jessica Friesen. Let's start things off with a look at the weather from Environment Canada. Tonight, a few clouds, winds from the southwest gusting to 70 kilometers per hour and a low of +5. For the weekend, mostly cloudy for Saturday with a high of 9, and for Sunday, more clouds, a 60% chance of showers, a low of 9, and high of 14 in Niagara Falls. For full weather details for the region, go to bulletnewsniagara.ca. Construction could begin as early as January in Niagara Falls for a new dialysis treatment facility. Jane Cornelius, the Niagara Health System's Director of Chronic Kidney Diseases Program, said yesterday a lease had been worked out to establish the satellite facility inside the Hatch office building on Queen Street. And if all goes according to the plan, the goal would be to open the doors by September of 2012. At one time, dialysis patients, with the exception of those who qualify for home-based care, had no other option but to travel to St. Catharines for treatment. Several years ago, the NHS expanded treatment options by opening a satellite dialysis centre in Welland. In April of this year, the provincial government approved up to $4 million in funding to establish the Niagara Falls Satellite Dialysis Centre. This new development would greatly improve conditions for dialysis patients locally in terms of travel time and stress, as well as provide a close alternative for tourists needing treatment while in the area. For full details, go to bulletnewsniagara.ca. Now to news about the proposed new arena for St. Catharines. In a special report for Bullet News from Joseph Maitenier, spokesman for the group Citizens Against a New Arena, he highlights the conclusions of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation that we're in the middle of a global economic downturn, and to incur more debt on a project such as the arena would not be smart. Here he is talking about his organization and their stand.
We do not believe taxpayers' dollars should be used to benefit or make profitable a private company.
Currently, the Citizens Against a New Arena represent about 60% of the population who oppose the new facility. For more details, go to bulletnewsniagara.ca. Eating out and giving to a worthy cause go hand in hand with the fundraiser for the Niagara Falls Humane Society in partnership with Chatter's Restaurant. From 5 to 8 p.m. when you eat a meal and present the flyer that can be printed out at bulletnewsniagara.ca, 10% of your meal purchase will be donated by the restaurant to the society. For more details, you can go to Niagara Falls Humane Society website at www.nfhs.ca. The group study exchange program offered by Rotary District 7090 is looking for professionals from 25 to 40 years of age to participate in its Brazil trip, which takes place April 22nd to May 28th, 2012. Applicants must have been employed for at least a couple of years and are not related to Rotarians. Here is the district co-chair of the program, Bob Goslin, with more on this exciting cultural and vocational opportunity.
During their stay, they will be staying with Rotary families. They will be visiting, Rotary clubs, making presentations, as well as they will also be paired against their life vocation, the minimum of once a week while they're away. So it's, living with Rotarian families, certainly they're immersed into the culture and they get to see and feel like what their vocation looks like, feels like in another country.
For more information and to apply for this program, which will be holding final interviews for the positions December 10th, go to www.rotary7090.org and click on the Exchange Program button. We'll take a short break now, but stay tuned as in a moment we will be back with Annie Sylvester, who gets a behind-the-scenes preview for the amazing wearable art show Strut coming to St. Catharines this Saturday.
Hello, my name is Albert Zappatelli, and I'd like to welcome you and your family to Zappi's Pizza and Pasta in the great city of Niagara Falls. Our goal is simple, to provide the freshest and tastiest homemade food the city has to offer. There we are. Nothing frozen, nothing processed. Just back to basics like my family taught me. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Strut is set to blaze through St. Catharines on Saturday, November 19th. It's the largest wearable art show in Canada, and it's happening at the 35,000 square foot W.S. Tyler building on Ontario Street. Annie Sylvester headed down last night for a behind-the-scenes look at what we can expect.
Well, I am walking on the runway for what will be the Strut Catwalk. That's happening Saturday in downtown St. Catharines at the W.S. Tyler building. This is a wearable art show. There's lots of great stuff to look forward to. It's super avant-garde. I got a chance to talk with some of the key folks behind the scenes.
It's not about fashion. In some senses, it's a parody of fashion. It's kind of it's whatever the creative minds of the wearable artists can come up with. So it's about pushing boundaries. And it's not about models, it's about performers. Suitcase and Point does the artistic direction for the show, and it's more of a theater thing, kind of a circus than a fashion show. It's we try to surprise people. I'm looking forward to these box fighters. Now these are a bunch of lunatics from Toronto, right? They're right into what they do, and that is they make cardboard armor and cardboard weapons, and then they have battles to try to defeat each other in the world of cardboard. So they're going to be here, and they're going to put on a show. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I think I'd like to see some cardboard flying around. You can buy your tickets through Brock Center for the Arts. So of course that's available online, telephone, that kind of thing. You can also get them at NAC. We're really stressing to people that they buy their tickets in advance. Last year we turned people away from the door. So you have your ticket, you're going to get in easier, and you're going to be guaranteed admittance. Otherwise, I guess you're going to be sorry and you're going to be waiting till next year.
And now with the wines of Niagara, here's wine guy Rick Van Sickle.
Hi, Rick Van Sickle for Wines in Niagara. We're going to look at 3 different wines this week, but I wanted to talk a bit about Inniskillen's new Legacy wine. These are wines made by winemaker Bruce Nicholson that he thinks best exemplify what any given vintage does best. His Legacy this year is a 2010 Riesling, which is a phenomenal wine. Just a beautiful little wine with all kinds of citrus, a little bit of honey, some nice minerality. Really a collector's type Riesling that really shows off Niagara fruit. We'll look at a couple more wines too. Thanks.
One final note, the Riley Anzavina inquest is set to resume Monday at the Welland Courthouse. The teen died Boxing Day 2009 on her way to the Welland Hospital after a car crash, and key details being examined are whether the conversion of Port Colborne General and Fort Erie Douglas Memorial played in the outcome of events. The inquest has been adjourned since November the 4th as the Anzavino family found new legal representation. And that concludes today's news. For your up-to-the-minute headlines, go to bulletnewsniagara.ca and our video site, ikfadtv.com. I'm Jessica Friesen. Have a great weekend.